Hi there, welcome to day 19 of the Advent calendar. Later on today we have our carols by candlelight. I'll tell you a bit more about that later on, but before we do that, let's have a look at the Christmas story. Meeting the other person that was in the temple that day. We saw yesterday that Simeon was there, a religious man, a devout man who praised God because he'd seen God's salvation come. But today we're going to meet a lady called Anna. She was a prophetess. Let's see what she did. This is what Luke says in chapter 2, verse 36. There was also a prophet, Anna, the daughter of Penuel of the tribe of Asher. She was very old. She had lived with her husband 7 years after her marriage, and then for a widow until she was 84. She never left the temple, but worshipped night and day, fasting and praying. Coming up to them at that very moment, she gave thanks to God and spoke about the child to all who were looking forward to the redemption of Jerusalem. So Anna the prophet has been in the temple a long time. She's been a widow a long time, having only had 7 years of marriage. She could have remarried if she wanted to, but she didn't. She instead served God. And she was in the temple that day and she saw the Christ. She heard Simeon, what he was saying, and she came over. She started to tell people that were looking forward to the redemption of Jerusalem. Now the question I have for you today is, what is redemption? Redemption means to be bought with a price. It means to be redeemed, like you might redeem a voucher. In fact, it's the very similar word to the word ransom. And that's what Jesus came to do. He came to be a ransom for us. He came to free us from slavery by paying the price of our debt. And we see in the Bible that our sins have the debt, which is death. And Jesus took that on himself by dying on a cross at Easter, rising again, having beaten death, that everyone who puts their trust in him may be given the gift of life. Their chains are broken. They are no longer slaves to sin. The price has been paid. They have been redeemed. They have been ransomed. I'll see you tomorrow for day 20. Bye now.